Random TV Reviews, your girl Lynette. Yeah, I'm giving y'all say Sean Bradley tease. Hey Sean, hey boo. Because until they give me something that's worthy of me setting up them umbrella lights, my camera, my tripod, this is what y'all gonna get. Bravo don't pay me, Google do pay me, but that's a whole nother story. I found my guy doing taxes and Google was waiting for me at the gym. We start off this episode where Candy decided, okay, I had to leave up out of the glamping trip a little early because of the bullshit that went down. Oh, let me go ahead and plug in a commercial right here. Now that you've seen it, if you hear somebody in the background, ain't nobody but the mister. And I'm getting dropped off at work this morning. Candace said, look, let me explain to you a little bit about what the hell's going on. So she invited all the girls over except for Phaedra, but including Shamia. She tells all of them about the meetup that she had with Porsha. And Porsha told me, let me stop. Ganda was like, look, me and Porsha had some exchange of words. There was some stuff that went down. I never noticed that Candy doesn't drink. Did y'all notice that? But anyway, she said, okay, I'm the person that don't do drugs and I don't drink because of the industry which I was brought up in. And she gonna have the nerve to start telling people, look, yeah, we was trying to get down in the club and told somebody that me and Todd was trying to drug her so we could take her to a sex dungeon. All the girls said, hold on, wait a minute. What you don't do is play that mess. And it reminded me of Black Ink when Duchess did that mess to Donna after she done got caught up in her bullshit. Now all of a sudden somebody took advantage of you because you were drunk. We don't play them kind of games. But the rest of the girls was like, hey, oh, you got a sex dungeon. Let me see that. I was over here New Year's. You ain't even tell me. Candy said, you know I ain't got no goddamn sex dungeon like I told y'all last time. It's Candy had a sex dungeon. Everybody know about it, and we'll be able to pay for that joke of $6.99, pop it up like an umbrella, and one would be in my queue. So over there at Porsha's sister house, they having a conversation. But did y'all notice that Porsha pulled up at her sister house and went in her trunk like a Mississippi pimp and pulled out a cooler full of her goodies and brought it on up in the house? Her sister was like, so you just gonna come over here ready? You don't have to get ready because you stay ready? She telling her sister that this is what happened. You know, I was intoxicated. They was sober. So basically, they were the aggressor. Her sister sitting over there looking at her like, you trying to sell me one of these bullshit stories again? Just because we sisters don't mean I believe you, but I'm gonna listen to you. And I'm on TV. It is what it is. Porsha said that they took advantage of her. Candy, on the other hand, which I believe her, Candy was like, look, y'all know that I am very sexually fluid. And if I wanted to get down like that, we would get down like that. Me and my husband, we... Shut up. My husband over here just cracking up. So the girls was like, you know what, this ain't nothing to play with. So then we see later on where it was... What's the child name? Cynthia and Candy, they went out to eat and they invited Phaedra. They invited Phaedra because Candy has this great idea, because earlier Todd and them were walking through the Old Lady Gang restaurant. It's about to be open. And he said, once it's on and popping, we ain't gonna be able to take no vacations like that. This is gonna be our life. You look at Cynthia and Peter and what happened to them. So we need to take this vacation. But Todd said, who you want to invite, babe? She said, well, it is time for a group trip. He said, hold on. I ain't taking no trip with no whole bunch of ladies. You gonna have to invite the fellas or something. She said, well, I think that Peter will come. He said, yeah, I'm gonna invite Peter. He said, maybe Bob. He said, oh hell yeah. I asked with Bob. Bob gotta come through. I'm with you. Bob gotta come through. So Candy met up with the girls, and she said, since Phaedra was so nice to invite her to the glamping trip, I have to invite her to this group trip. I mean, it's only right. And what happened at the glamping trip wasn't her fault. If the truth had came out, you would be saying something totally different. And Phaedra told her, said, you know what, I'm not really comfortable going on a trip without, you know, being coupled up, you know, so can I invite Porsha? Candace said, you can invite whoever you want, just as long as I don't have to talk to her. So that's basically what she said. So Phaedra knew that Porsha wasn't gonna go with this whole plan. So she invited her to a med spa where they getting wrapped in seaweed, they trying on different things, and they're talking about something. They want to get their camel toe raised up, hiked up. They want to get their butts plumped up and all of this. All of this just to get Porsha to say, just to get Porsha to say yes to going to Maui. So Porsha said, why would I put myself in a position like that to go to Maui with some girls that I don't even fool with, huh? Because it's free, and Bravo said you gotta be there. Long story short, she said, I'm gonna go ahead and go. We see Sheree and Bob over there trying to get his trying to get his Tim Montgomery body shape backed up to par. And Sheree tells him about the trip, and he said, oh yeah. He said, I'm down for a trip like this, man. I've been waiting to get you in a room by yourself for a minute. She said, boy, you got a bad back. Ain't nothing I can do with you. Plus we sleep separate. He said, honey, I do it all. I said, Bob, if you don't sit down somewhere. Came time for this daggone trip. Everybody meet up at the airport. Okay. Everybody but freaking Frat gets on that first plane and get over there to Maui. Everybody doing their thing, getting together. Cynthia Peter is a little weird. Peter was like, hey, daggone it. Usually when you in Maui, some effing goes on, but I don't know what's gonna be happening around here up in this place. But freaking Frat, they finally ended up coming. And the next thing we know, it was time for dinner. Y'all know every time we have a dinner setting, that's when it all goes to hell. Everybody was kind of cordial. Everybody is tired. You can tell everybody just tired. That daggone Porsha came to the table and she had her Todd with her. Now hold on. If you're Phaedra's +1, where did number 3 come from? She tells them, oh, it's Todd's birthday. I thought this would be a good birthday trip for him. Did you pay for his flight? That better not be on Candace's invoice with Bravo's. But anyway, immediately you can cut the tension with a knife. And by this time, everybody done chose a side. They were like, She hit a low one where she tried to say basically, y'all were trying to set her up to be raped. Candace said, excuse me, y'all, I got to go to the bathroom. So you know Candace was pissed anytime she said, I got to take me a goddamn bathroom break away from the table. Because Candace don't leave no table. She came back. By this time, Phaedra had popped up at the table. Sheree said, bump this. This too goddamn quiet around here. We need to talk about this so we can have a good rest of the trip. And this when it all went to hell. Candace put it all on the table. She said, first of all, we got a fraud at the table. We got somebody that said that me and Todd planned on drugging her up and taking her to a sex dungeon, which never ever happened. Porsha Thomas said, it did happen. Somebody told me that y'all said that's what y'all were gonna do. So she said, oh, now so you backpedaling and pussy popping, as James and Shelley would say. So now that's what you gonna do? Now somebody told you that? Sorry for the glare. She was like, okay, whatever. Candace said, bump it, I don't have time. Now her Todd is sitting over there. Porsha's Todd at that, and he's like, and she said, sir, I feel sorry for you. You sitting over there with somebody that would lie on somebody like me, ruin my reputation. She said, I don't play like that. So then Phaedra tried to jump in and was like, well. She said, oh, no. What you not gonna do is try to take up for her. You don't lie on somebody and say that somebody basically tried to set you up to be raped and all this kind of stuff. I said, yeah, put her in her place. Candace said, bump all this. Here you go. Here's a screenshot of the message that she sent me after we had that club scene, that old kissing scene. And basically the screenshot said, hey, I like what happened between us. You don't bring it up, I don't bring it up. But basically, if you bring it up, what goes on there stays there. I'm gonna lie my goddamn tail off. So Candace said, here you go. Here's the truth right here. So do that sound like somebody that was being set up to be raped? Did it sound like somebody that didn't want it? And basically you kissed me. So, hey, we could have lived without this scene and just went straight for the end part. But this part right here had me laughing. Peter said, hey, Kenya, where Matt at? She said, I ain't had nobody to watch my dogs. Somebody said, so we got a dog watching the dogs? I said, y'all wrong. Y'all wrong for that. But Phaedra also said she won't go on the trip with the guys because she said Todd or Peter don't like. Now you know you got to be a mess of somebody when guys don't like you. Because guys can get along with anybody. They can forgive anybody. They can fight one day and the next day they bros again. And they don't really do that with females. So for a man to not like you and really not like you, what you do? But that's all I got for you. If I got something else that I think of later, I'll tell it to you on my lunch break like I did last time. Straight from the VA. The dirty, dirty South. 2 up, 2 down.